Hello, everybody. It's Sebastien, CEO of PosterLab. We help you structure and scale up your R&D partnership so that you can be professional at R&D collaboration. So I'm super happy to have you again on board this week. So directly into the topic, as usual, the topic of this week is how to save your R&D partnership from going down into flame. Big topic. So what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about prevention and curing the situation. So meaning what we can do to minimize the risk or to mitigate the risk for R&D partnership to go down in flame. And when the situation gets a bit, let's say, not good, when it's kind of a lot of burning topics, is there anything we can do, let's say, to stop or to stop, let's say, the losses, if I may say, or to put back everything into place. So as you may just few intro before we start, there is something like, according to the academic papers, in between 50 to 80% of R&D partnerships that are not reaching their goal of failing, which is a huge failure rate. The biggest consequences are very much to consider every time. Is that there's a lot of money wasted, a lot of time wasted, a lot of resources wasted, which is basically kind of a opportunity lost in the end. I mean, you identify a gap on the market, you identify the right partners to work with you, with bringing on the right capabilities, the right skills, and then in the end, it's not working out. So that could be very, very much detrimental for a company to let's say to have a partnership that is not going to deliver what you expected. The overall, let's say the guidelines. I mean, there's a lot of discussion about governance on the topic of partnership. Can governance help to guide, let's say, the execution of a collaboration from the idea that you've been discussing with your partners until the market? Diagnosis, for sure. This is something that is helping a lot. So you can do a health check. There's several solutions to do this. Everything about keeping the alignment throughout the collaboration to be sure that, let's say, each party is aligned, keep aligned versus, let's say, the initial goals, what we agreed to do together, why we agreed to do together, and what do we expect of this partnership. So that's very much important, the alignments. Do we have the same alignment here, or did we differ, or do we have other priorities, which means that maybe the partnership is not as strategic as it was at the beginning of the relationship. And the role, I think what is important is the role of people, let's say the innovation manager, the BDM, the alliance manager, the partnership directors to help, let's say, to streamline and this partnership. So let's get into the topic and see, let's say, from our ends, let's say on PosterLab, how we can maybe help to prevent situation from happening and maybe to solve when it's happening. So let me share my screen with you. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so now normally you should see my screen. So what I wanted to show you. So the idea is the following. So that's PosterLab. I mean, I think right now all of you know how is PosterLab structured, but a quick tour. The idea is that this is, for example, your organization. You have your own space inside PosterLab. You can map out, let's say, all your ecosystem of partners, being, let's say, your corporate partners, startup partners, academic partners, especially what are the key capabilities of each of these partners, and what have you been doing so far with them. So you just look for capabilities and you say, okay, these are the projects we already done with this partner, making it super easy, let's say, to find the right partners to work with you. Same with people, you are mapping out all the people that have been involved in a project, inside, outside. Again, finding the right people to work with you together, or even in the middle of the process. Let's say you have an issue, you have a challenge. Say, okay, we don't know about this kind of things. Is there somebody inside or outside the company that can help us out to fix the problem? So going directly more into what I was mentioning to you before, I'm going into a co-working space, which is, let's say, you have all the projects that are belonging to this thematic, or it can be a business unit, it can be whatever you want. And here I'm going to go into PlusPack. PlusPack is a project, let's say, a project that we define. So let's say this is a project. first thing first, how can we prevent things to go down or to get bad? So the idea is whenever you start collaboration, first thing first, do your homework in structuring this collaboration. So how can we help here? Actually, when you go down in your new tab, and here you have a list of best practices, guidelines, or workflows or processes that we compiled from ISO certification, from best practices, from my own experience or the team experience, or our customers' experience. And we brought all this guideline together, so you can just go down and pick up the one that you need. So what we highly recommend is for each collaboration you would start, you pick up, let's say, this one. So which is, where is it? Partnership as checklist, okay? You take this one, and you see this is going to be the statuses and description, okay? I just add this stuff. Here, you are going to have a Kanban system with all the things, all the to-dos you need to do to ensure that you are going to start the collaboration on the right feet. So there is something like 11 tasks to be done. And these tasks are coming from ISO 44001, which is about cross-organization collaboration, and as well as some information we got from another very well-known organization, ASAP, that is specialized in alliance management, to be sure that we have, let's say, a sound process to help you guys to start your collaboration, to start and as well as in the middle of the collaboration and to end the collaboration. So let's review it one by one. What are the, let's say, what is recommended? First of all, you need to agree on the partnership mission. Rather clear. Why did we say to work together? What is our success criteria? What do we want to achieve? ROI. So that's what I just mentioned. What is the mission? What is the ROI? Put all the profile of the people that are going to participate. This is what I was mentioning before. These are all the people inside, outside are going to participate together with the right capabilities, the right skills, the position. So you map out your team, your players that you're going to work with. You need to know with whom you're going to play. Otherwise, how can you play? Organization profile. So again, each organization is bringing know-how, bringing capabilities, map this out. Who is your counterparts? Always when things start to go wrong and you do not know to solve it because you don't know your counterparts, or maybe you leave the company and you don't know your successor doesn't know with whom you should talk to. So here, map out your counterparts. Then organize a steering committee. In collaboration, should have a steering committee that you can escalate things. Escalation process. That's what I just mentioned. If something goes wrong in between during the collaboration, how do we assess the problem? What are our values? The values are very important in collaboration. Do we have the same value? Are you completely let's say dismantled? So look at it. Risk mitigation, communication, how you're going to communicate through the partnership. And so sometimes that we forget is that we start a collaboration, and again, at one point in time, we say, okay, we are missing this know-how. We need to have somebody that knows about this specific scientific topic. So how do we bring on board somebody else into the collaboration? So I highly recommend any collaboration you start with this framework. It's a proven framework. Look at it, go through one by one. And what I would also recommend is that I created another one here actually. Here, yeah. So what is also recommended here is that do survey. So maybe every 6 months, with your strategic partners, do a survey. So basically, you review all these points that are listed, and you check if you agree or not. Okay, so that is going to give you a kind of a health check. How is your collaboration? Is there are we aligned? Are we disaligned? Is there something we need to address? This is helping you to address it. Once you have the survey result, you address it. It's kind of a let's say agile system. You know, when you do your retro, this is the things that you want to discuss on a frequent basis before things go bad. What you can also do is that if you have a topic that is burning, because you have all your templates here, okay? Let's say you have something burning in the legal aspect. So here, because everybody has access to this, all the partners that have been invited by you inside PosterLab to work together on this Plaspack project, everybody can see, let's say, what is a different aspect of the legal aspect, for example, business case or technical feasibility. So it's super easy, let's say, to raise a flag. Okay, this is what I did. IP agreement. So there's an issue here. Who is involved? These are the people that are involved. This is the organization. This is what has been signed. I can check the document, and I can directly get into say, okay, guys, we call a meeting that something is burning. Or you can escalate it. You can say, okay, this thing needs to be escalated. So when you go back into, let's say, your else check, which is here, which normally, if you do this right, you should provide access to your steering committee in this part. So it's rather easy. You go here, you add a signee, and you put, let's say, your steering committee here. Because the steering committee needs to know that you did your job, your assignments. That's all, or they're kind of controlling that you are following the processes that they advise you to do. And again, here you can notify all of these people, okay, something is burning. We need a call right now to discuss about this thing. Okay? So these are, in a nutshell, how we can help and how, let's say, structuration of collaboration helps to mitigate the risk on the first basis. And when it happens, you need to find a way to communicate super fast. Emails. And Teams is not connected with all organizations. So here's something burning. Everybody can be notified. Everybody can take an action and try to solve the situation. So that's in a nutshell. So what I would do recommend, if you want to know more, check out ISO 44001. Check out LLD, very good basis of information. Check out ASAP, or let's say reach out to me if you want to know more how we can help you make your R&D collaboration succeed with PosterLab, like we are currently, that's currently being used by several large manufacturing organizations in chemistry, in the circular economy, energy across Europe, in the US, also academia, to help, let's say, R&D driven organization to succeed. So look at this or reach out to me, more than happy to share with you more information about this very, very important topic. All right, so I hope it was insightful for you, value added, and see you next week. Take care.